welcome to Warrior Wednesday. We are in July officially. How time flies when you're having fun. So 6 months are over. We're stepping into this next 6 months of 2019, which is right now, right here, right now. The 6 months coming up from July till December. How time flies again when you're having fun, right? So happy July. We're in July officially, July 3rd. And if you're in the U.S., tomorrow is July 4th, which is Independence Day. So my question for you is, what are you declaring your independence from? So are you declaring your independence from fear? Are you declaring your independence from limitations, from excuses, from playing small? What are you declaring your limitations from? Hey, hey Kelly. Hey, Zapir. Thanks for tuning in, ladies. And my question for you is, are you saying yes to your greatness, or are you saying yes to playing small? Either one is a choice. And so if you're tuning here live, say, hey, what's up? I see some of you tuning in already. So, hey, Asma, thanks for joining, love. Yay. Woohoo. Asma's on board. Yay. All right, cool. And if you're catching the replay, comment with hashtag replay so I can say, hey, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. And also what your biggest takeaway is, because I like to know from you specifically what your biggest takeaways are. So, if we haven't met yet, I want to say my name is Zena Solomon, and I'm here to guide you in reinventing yourself, so you can give birth to your dreams. You can actually give birth and create the life that you want, and be in alignment, create the life by I'm like stumbling on my words here. You want to create the life by design versus by default, and in the process be in alignment with your passion, purpose, values, and vision. So that's what we are up to. Now, this week we're talking about part 2 of a 2-part series. So if you didn't catch part 1 about where you are with your goals, or what are you saying yes to, then my invitation to you is to go back, scroll down either on Facebook, LinkedIn, to catch part 1 of the series, or the easiest way for you to catch part 1 is to go on YouTube. My YouTube channel is Zena Solomon, and you can catch part 1 of what we talked about last week, because I share, my commitment is to share great content that will make a difference for you. That's always my commitment. So to pick up from where we left off is, what are you saying yes to? Are you on track with achieving your goals for 2019? And so I'm going to start with what Aristotle said in a quote is, we are repeatedly what we do. And Jim Rohn also said that a lot of people don't do well because they major in minor things. I talked about that in the previous video. So what are you focusing on? What are you majoring in? Are you focusing on minor things, or are you focusing on big things? Because whatever you focus on is what you will create. Hey, Gary, thanks for tuning in. And here's the thing, guys. Making choices every single day, whatever you prioritize every single day, that's a choice. So it is a conscious choice. So when you're conscious and you're aware of, okay, these are my goals and this is what I'm committed to creating, then you're making a conscious decision and you're choosing your priorities accordingly. So whatever you do in the day, that is a choice. So if you are saying yes to being on social media but not taking care of your health, well, that's a choice. That's how you prioritized in that moment. So you get to be aware of that. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because I want to wake you guys up, right? Time is going to fly no matter what. And before you know it, we'll be in December. Like, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but that is the reality. Like, time flies. So we literally have 6 months before the end of the year, and a lot can happen in 6 months. Like, you can create astronomical results in the next 6 months, if you say so. Okay? So I want to start off, before I jump into the 5 strategies that will get you back on track if you lost track of your goals. I want to start by saying that whatever you focus on will create your reality. That's actually a quote by George Lucas. He said, your focus determines your reality. So what are you focusing on? What is your current reality? So you get to explore that. So strategy number 1 is, which would be 6, of course, because if you caught part 1, you would know, you have 5, and now there are 10 strategies in total, by the way, just in case you're tuning in for the first time. We have 10 strategies. Part 1 last week was 5. This week is another 5. Okay, so I'm going to start with 1. So number 1 is creating new habits. So you want to check in and see, what are your current habits? Are your current habits supporting your goal? Are your current habits supporting your vision? If they're not, then you get to shift that and ask yourself, what would be new habits that I can create that will support me in achieving the goal or the dream or the result that I want to create. You also want to look at what is working and what is not working in your current habit style. Like, what's your style? What's your habit? Is it working for you or is it not working for you? So that's number one. Number two is you want to evaluate who you're hanging out with. So are the people that you're hanging out with, are they serving your dream? Are they serving your vision? And Jim Rohn said that you are the sum of the 5 most people you hang out with. So who are the 5 most people you hang out with? Are they the type of people you want to continue to hang out with? Are they the type of people who are going to elevate you to the next level, or are they going to bring you down? In like the crab, I don't know if you know the crab story, but the crab story is like you have like all these crabs in a bucket, and one crab had the courage to get out of the bucket to escape, and all the other crabs were like, no, you can't, and it pulled it down. So are you hanging out with those types of people, or are you hanging out with people who are elevating you to push you up to that next cut? So you want to look at that, right? Number 3 is you want to be immersed and you want to be obsessed with what you're up to. So are you obsessed with your goals? Are you obsessed with your aspirations? Are you obsessed with your vision? Or are you letting your dreams die in a journal? Like, do you even have a journal? Like, do you have a journal where you put your dreams and your list and stuff and you just like let it die there? Or are you putting life into it? Are you creating magic with it? So where are you at? Like, if you're not obsessed, like, what are you obsessed with? Like, are you obsessed with being right about not achieving things? Are you obsessed with your story about your limitation? Or are you obsessed with the vision, the goal, the dreams, the new life that you want to create? Because that is possible. So you want to check in, not right or wrong, good or bad. It's a check-in point where you're checking in to see where you at, okay? Number 4 is you want to shift the way you think. So do you have stinking thinking? So stinking thinking is like thinking that's not going to get you anywhere. And Albert Einstein said, we cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we use to create them. So let that land for a minute. So if you are in a space right now where you're not happy for whatever reason, well, the thought process that got you there is not the same thought process that will get you out of there. So something gets to shift. So your mindset gets to shift. So you get to look at that. And then number 5, you get to ask for support. Leaders ask for support. Leaders don't wait and lone wolf it and try to figure shit out on their own. They actually reach out for support. They either hire coaches, they go through transformative experiences. So for example, like I went through a transformative experience. It was a 7-day experience, transformative training. And it truly changed my life. I wouldn't be where I am right now if I hadn't done that experience over 2 years ago. So the resources are there, guys. That's what I'm saying. Like, the resources are there. So are you reaching out for support? Are you hiring a coach? Are you exploring opportunities to get yourself out of the area that you're in and stepping into that higher calling and higher purpose? I personally work with multiple coaches, and they hold me high. I have clients that I work with that I hold them high because I want them to reach that next cut. I want them to reach the goals that they want to reach because that brings me fulfillment. And so do my coaches as well. So that's a wrap. Those are the 5 strategies. And if you are tuning in live, you get to go back and listen to them. And the mission that you have for this week is you get to share what are you declaring your independence from, and what is the one goal that you're committed, like no shit, you're committed to creating and achieving by the end of the year, by the end of 2019. So my request of you is to comment and share. And also, if you know someone who would get value from this content, my request of you is to tag them, share the love, because my commitment is to reach 1 million people, and it happens with one person. And I want to make a difference for as many people as I can, because I'm here to elevate humanity's consciousness and to wake you guys up so you guys get to step into the life and career of your dreams. That's my commitment. Hey, Ryan, thanks for tuning in. So with that said, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll come back again next week, Warrior Wednesday, same time, same station, 4 o'clock Eastern, 1 o'clock Pacific. If you are in the U.S., have an awesome 4th of July, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye for now. Ciao.